Boo! 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 Get off the stage. Tomato, tomato. Boo! Hey, what is going on, Scatterbrains? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Scattered Brilliancy. My name is Travis, and today let's talk about Married at First Sight Season 16. This video is not going to be organized at all, okay? Just putting that out there. There are no notes. This is literally all off the top of my head, okay? And after watching last night's episode, I was like, let me go ahead and talk to the Scatterbrains about Married at First Sight. You know, just get y'all's thoughts, see what y'all are thinking, and you know, tell y'all my thoughts on this season so far. All right, season 16, I have no idea how many episodes in we are, because this is not going to be titled like Married at First Sight season 16 episode yada yada. This is going to be like Married at First Sight season 16 thus far. All right, let's see what episode we're on. We got to be like 7. Is it like 7 or so? 8. So episode 8 came on last night. I did not watch the matchmaking special. I never do. It is pointless. I will first... Let's start off positive. Side note, broke my readers, broke my reading glasses. So you see that clear tape? Yep, that right there, broke them. Don't know what happened. Was shaving, felt it feel weird, real loose. Touched the arm, it was broken. This is the second pair of readers. The first pair I broke in a week. Not on my doing. I don't know what's going on. My head is just too big for the reading glasses. So I'm just gonna be so grateful when I can get to the optometrist and get some contacts or some real glasses. But I'm not going back to Walmart. These are just gonna have to do unless they fall apart completely. The tape matches the lens and it just is what it is. Completely off track. So watch the whole season thus far as episodes 1 through 8. Positive, that's what I was about to say. Shout out to Lifetime for listening to me, or whomever it is that wrote in that made these episodes shorter. When I first saw the couple episodes and I was like, oh my gosh, the time on my DVR is like 2 hours. But then I watch and I see there's like 30 minutes left and that's the after party. I was like, have they made the episodes an hour and a half? It makes it so tolerable. But you know what makes it intolerable? This cast. I don't like them. I don't like them. You know, the majority of them, boo, boo. Boo! Get off the stage. Tomato, tomato. Boo! That's pretty much how I feel about, you know, the majority of this cast. Like, this season is, it's in a sense boring kind of, but just some of these people's traits are just yuck. Just yuck. All right. There are no couple names like I used to do. I was taking notes like the very first few episodes that I was watching, and as I got through them, I was like, this isn't working. Who's that walking? Let me take my readers off. I don't know who that is. But it just wasn't worth it. We have 5 couples again this year. I'm just gonna have to go couple by couple with what I can remember off top. So let's get the most boring couple out the way first. What is their name? I forgot their name. It's the girl with the heavy eye makeup, and the guy who's kind of awkward-ish. Is his name? Let me look at my phone. I thought I was gonna do good and having to look at my phone. What are their names? That's how much I don't pay them much attention. Cha. Let me go back in my notes. Married at First Sight. Okay, it's not them. Not them. Nicole and Chris. Okay. Nicole and Chris, they're the odd couple. They're the pretty much the regular couple. Like, they don't have anything, you know, super crazy going on. She's a little, you know, she's a little up there, but Chris is pretty mellow chill. He's missing a finger, you know, so there's that. I'm doing my best not to joke about people's physical looks. I'm gonna do my best not to do that, and it's not gonna be anything like mean. It's just, you know, surface stuff. I'm gonna try my best not to talk about people's physical appearances because it's right there. It's right there. Like, I just want to bring it up. I just want to talk about it. But you know, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. I've been reading my Bible every day, getting closer to God, praying way more than ever, studying the Bible. I'm trying to live life differently nowadays, okay? And so in that, we're not going to talk about God's children and the way he created them. But I guess not. Hey! Shh. But I guess we could talk about what they've done with the way God created them. Does that count, God? Should I do that? Okay. It's just this. It's just when they're doing the couple thing, like when they're showing Jackie and Terrence, like when they're showing them and they have to do that slow motion look at the camera. Have y'all paid attention to how people's faces look? Like they hit like this. Like why does it look so unnatural? Like, so Shaquille and Kirsten, theirs is fine. Jasmine and Aries, theirs is fine. But Gina and Clint, Gina is just, and what's her name? Nicole is just like, I'm just like, y'all are scaring me. Okay, anyway, Nicole and Chris, not much going on. Their biggest thing that has happened this season is like the dog thing. Let's talk about that for a second. I told you this is all over the place. I need Lifetime in general, or whatever production company is over Married at First Sight. Y'all didn't do a real good job vetting the candidates this season, in my opinion. When I look at the current issues that people have, a lot of this seemed like it could have been solved in the matchmaking process. It really kind of feels like y'all just had y'all had some candidates and y'all was like, well, let's just figure out who's gonna work with who. You know, okay, we got these few, this going, yeah, that'll work. Okay, yeah, not like, ooh, these are truly a match. Because it's like the simple things that you would think they ask, like y'all ask everything else, like, what temperature do you like your bath water after a long day? Mark 110, 105, 109. Like you ask questions like that, but y'all didn't ask questions about dogs. Everybody and their mama got a dog this season. Why are there issues about dogs? Y'all could have handled this at the beginning. Specifically Chris and Nicole, if that's their names. They have 3 dogs total, okay? But the apartment complex that the production company is paying for them to move in together has a 2-dog limit. So this is either one, something that y'all just didn't do your homework and making sure y'all prepared for, or y'all knew that this was the case. Y'all knew that y'all had all these daggone dogs, like this is a puppy factory, and y'all wanted to see how this was gonna play out on TV. It's feeling kind of like it's manufactured drama. That's kind of how it's feeling right now. They have 3 dogs between them. I think she has 1 and he has 2. And they were trying to figure out how this is gonna work when you can only have 2. So it's either like he brings his and she leaves her somewhere, or she brings hers and he has none of his, because I guess he doesn't want to separate them because maybe they have separation anxiety or something. I don't know. But that seems to be their biggest issue. She has had, issues in the past with men and the way that she looks or something like that. And, okay, moving on. So yeah, I predicted, I already looked at spoilers about who stays together and who doesn't. So spoiler alert, I might be about to spoil something. So if you don't want anything to be spoiled, stop watching. I really want you to watch. I'm trying my best not to spoil. I predicted out of all these couples who I thought would stay together, and I got confirmation that the only one couple that I thought was gonna stay together is the one couple that this spoiler says stay together. Do with that what you will. Let's move on to Jasmine and Aries. Aries has some really high cheekbones. Overall, they seem to be fairly cool. The biggest issue that they seem to have right now is that Aries doesn't find Jasmine attractive. Jasmine is a beauty queen. For some people, that means she's automatically beautiful. But beauty and being beautiful and being attracted are 2 separate things. I think the biggest thing for Aries is he doesn't like her body type. I gathered that he's used to a more voluptuous type woman, and Jasmine isn't that. So she apparently is like really attracted to him. He's like 39, I think. I can't remember how old she is, but I feel like there's like a decent age gap between them. But he's never been in love at his big age. He's never been in love. He pretty much was like a player, I'm gathering. Y'all don't quote me on any of this, okay? This is 8 episodes worth of stuff crammed into my mind. Majority I have forgotten, and I'm just pulling it out you know, like Inside Out, the little memory dump. I'm just trying to reach down there and grab something to use for this video. He seems like he's been a player, and that is probably why he hasn't fallen in love with anybody, is because you're too busy sticking your pole in every hole that's available. She has 9 puppies. 9 puppies. And I do not fault Eris at all for the reaction that he had when he found out she had 9 puppies. She's a breeder or something. Like she makes dogs do it and then sells the puppies. I guess, you know, maybe, is that what she really does? I don't know, but you have 9 puppies at your house. That's too much. Too much. Like, the questions in the process next year, well, y'all probably already filmed season 17. So season 18, y'all need to ask, do you like dogs? How many dogs can you handle in your house? How many dogs do you want to be around? Are you comfortable with animals being in this place of your house, being in this place of your house, walking on your counters, licking off your plate? You need to ask all those questions so we can avoid some of this stuff. 9 puppies though, it's a lot. It's a lot. This last episode, majority of the couples were moving in together, and I don't think she brought any of her dogs with her. Don't know who the dogs are with, but I don't think she brought any of them with her. But that is their biggest issue. He's not attracted to her. She's apparently attracted to him. He is a very sexual being. He is used to just popping. And, you know, I guess they want to build up to that. I wouldn't be surprised if they have already consummated. They haven't told us that. I don't think anybody on the show has told us that they consummated the marriage. But I wouldn't be surprised out of all of them if they and Chris and Nicole were the only 2 couples that have, you know, done the do. But, yeah, overall, you know, boring couple. Oh, nope. The cousin. Let's talk about the cousin. So Eris has a cousin. I think her name is like Fatima, Fayatma, for something. I don't know what it is. But he has a cousin who is overprotective. And I mean, just to be honest, cousin is giving I want to sleep with my cousin vibes. Okay? She is giving like I have been lusting after my cousin because he's not really my cousin. Like he's not my blood cousin. He's just a cousin by marriage. And so therefore, if we did sleep together, there's no chance that our kids are going to come out with like 3 eyes. You know what I mean? She gives off, it doesn't give off I'm overprotective. It gives off I want him for myself. That's what it gives off. That's what it was giving off at the very beginning of the season. I think she pops up again next week. And it's still giving off like you want Eris for yourself. And it just is very, very uncomfortable to watch. Really, really uncomfortable to watch. I mean, she didn't see it for Jasmine at the beginning. She only has eyes for Eris. My opinion. Only. None of these are facts, okay? So yeah, those are the only issues that they have going through my mind. Yeah, we could talk about like parents dying and all that kind of stuff. It's not important today. All right, next couple we'll go to, I just did 2. I know who I'm saving for last. We'll go to Gina and Clint. Gina's the one. Gina's that one. You know, she's that one. Boring couple too, you know, not really much going on with them. Clint made a comment when they were all in Jamaica. That's where all the couples went for their honeymoon, in case you cared. You probably don't. They all went to Jamaica. Ooh, excuse me. And he made a comment. I guess they were talking about how are things going, you know, with y'all and couples and all that kind of stuff. And he said, I'm used to dating very athletic, slender type women. And the women were all offended by it. I get why they were offended, but I get it and I don't get it at the same time. I feel like the only person who really had a right to be offended should have been Gina. Gina is, I guess, maybe not considered athletic and slender. I don't know. I just really don't understand why the other women were offended. I don't get why people get offended when somebody else expresses their preference. You know what I mean? Like, that's always an issue, it seems like, when someone expresses their physical preference in somebody. I'm not talking about like skin tone and race. I'm talking about like your physical appearance. Something that you can actually control for the most part. When people express that, people get offended, and it's like, well, you're just not his type, or you're just not her type. Like, it's okay. If I was single and a woman said, I want a man with a full head of hair, It ain't me, boo. It just ain't me. You know, I'm not the one. You know, I'm not gonna be offended that, oh my gosh, you only want with somebody with hair? No, it's just that's not for me. You know, so I didn't understand why they were all upset. But I could understand why Gina was upset, because she took that as a dig towards her, that, you know, he was saying that she's not slender and she's not athletic. And then she talked about the fact that I'm not really into gingers, you know, like you have a lot of gingery features. And, you know, they got into a whole back and forth about like, well, you know, I can't control my hair color, but you can control like your body type, which I mean is a true statement. But yeah, they're not going to work, you know, they're not going to work. That's my prediction. You know, I didn't think they were going to work then. I didn't think they were going to work after I saw spoilers. I just don't think they're going to work at all. I don't think any of these couples are truly going to work. I think out of all 5 couples, at some point, they all will get a divorce. Quote me on it. Moving on. Let's go to Shaquille and Kirsten. Not Kristen, Kirsten. Fairly, you know, simple couple, not much going on. She don't like him at all when it comes to physical appearance. She did not want a man that was bald. Did you express this in the matchmaking process? You know, I can't blame the contestants for some of these issues. I blame the experts and whoever else behind the scenes is doing stuff. And what was kind of interesting was, I'll get to that later. Y'all don't let me forget about what Pastor Cal told to the young girl and the old man, okay? So back to Kirsten. She does not like him. She doesn't find him physically attractive. It is blatantly obvious. Pastor Cal met with everybody and he asked if they're in the chemistry, and she was like, not really, because you don't see it for him. That is why. It's just, I feel like it's very hard for somebody who is not attracted to somebody to build a natural chemistry. When she turned the corner on wedding day and saw him, she probably was like, desert, Sahara. Okay, she's not interested. She wasn't interested. Now, Shaquille appears to be a good person. You know, they seem to have given him a good edit. Hers is teetering on. You know, I'm not really sure, but it's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. She don't think he cute. She didn't kiss him. As far as I can remember, I haven't seen them kiss. I think my wife said she saw them kiss, but I don't feel like I've seen them kiss on this show. At the altar, she wanted him to ask her to kiss her. He didn't, so she gave him her cheek to kiss. But then, like, later that night when they were in the hotel, she's sitting on his lap and he asks, can I kiss you? And she still says no. So which one is it? Is it that he needs to ask? Or was that just your excuse for why you didn't kiss him on the lips? She don't like him, period. I mean, that's it. Shaquille has had a difficult past, and he seems to have used that to, you know, make himself, you know, the person that he is. But Shaquille seems to have a whole lot of personality, and Kirsten seems to be kind of like the polar opposite. Like her apartment, we saw everybody's apartment, I think within like the last 2 episodes. Her apartment was bare bones. It did not look like it was lived in. It didn't. There was no nightstand by the bed. Not to say that you have to have a nightstand, but where did you play? If you have a drink, you just put your drink on the floor. That's judgment. That's what that is. You just put your drink on the floor. He said, well, you put your phone in the bed, charged up. That's dangerous. So, I mean, just there, no pictures. She had a couple pictures. They was like this big. I don't believe that that's her apartment. I don't believe that that is her apartment. I believe that could have been an Airbnb that she rented for the show. Or, I don't know. That's not hers. I don't believe she lives there. That's just me, though. But as far as Kirsten and Shaquille, Shaq, that's it. Like, it's nothing interesting about, it's not much interesting about any of these couples. And then lastly, let's talk about Dominique with a Y and McKinley, who they call Mac. But it's not McKinley, it's McKinley. So I just don't understand the nickname. So McKinley just moved to Tennessee. They in Nashville, Tennessee. I ain't tell y'all that. They in Nashville, Tennessee. He just moved there and he living in somebody's basement. Not McKinley. What's her name? Dominique was signed up by her mama. She is 25 years old. This is not the place for Dominique. This is not. Dominique wants to be young, fly, free, footloose, and fancy free and getting her freak on. That's what she wants to do. She is a party girl and she wants to live. Okay? They don't work at all. And we've seen by the previews, they're not even going to make it to decision day. Okay? We already know this. She didn't even move into the apartment. She had issues, pretty much just had issues with him the whole honeymoon because he's not adventurous. He didn't want to go ride on the backs of horses. He didn't want to go put his big toe in the water. He didn't want to go sit Mai Tais while the sun set. He doesn't want to do the things that she wants to do. And that the conversation, thank y'all for reminding me, that Pastor Cal had was like, did y'all tell us all of this in the process? And I think that part of it is the contestants only tell what they think they need to tell and hope that the experts and whomever else is going to get it right. But I think that they should have been a little more specific on both ends about what you're looking for, and we can make it work, because there's no way that I would have put these two together based off these 8 episodes and what I've heard about kind of what they want in a partner. It's not gonna work. She's too young. It's one thing to be young, but have like an old soul, to have a very mature sense of self. She ain't got that. She does not have that. How did y'all think this was gonna work? He's not my age. She's like a year younger than me. But she's 25. Do you know what I was doing at 25? Do you really want to know what I was doing at 25? I wasn't ready for marriage at 25. Wait, I got married at 27. I was ready for marriage at 25. I was. But I'm different than everybody, than most men my age, you know. Ask anybody that know me, they knew I knew I was going to get married at like 18. But, you know, most 25 girls are not ready for marriage. They're just not. They're not. Especially to be thrown into the situation like this and think that you have enough. Like, she just, watching her irks me. Watching her just, it irks me. It really bothers me looking at her face on this show, because she's just so, I'm here for a check. I'm here to get my check, not to break this contract. And we're going to try to make this work the best that we can. But I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want to have anything to do. Like, it feels uncomfortable watching them on screen because of the age difference, because just the vibe is just, it's off. It's off. And so that's the biggest issue they got, is just that age thing. And she don't see it for him. She does not see it for him at all. Throw it all away. Throw the season away. Just throw it away. Garbage can, hefty, glad, trash. No, just throw it away. Throw it away. I'm going to keep watching because the episodes are so short, and I just want to see how this all ends. I've seen some clips of what happens in the future, and I'm interested to see how we get to that point. It's already out there, so if you didn't see it, oh well, I'm about to tell you something they already showed on TV. At some point or another, Dominique kisses Clint. So I guess at some point, they're going to get together. And I want to know, how is that going to work, and how is that going to happen? But boo! Boo! You know, that's how I feel about it. Of course, I have missed a lot, clearly. But y'all drop down in the comments. Tell me what was your most OMG moment from this season thus far. What are your thoughts on the couples? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a least favorite? Who's your favorite person? Who's your least favorite person? Let's talk about it down in the comments, all right? In the meantime, make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification. And thank y'all for watching the video up until this point. I'm about to go in here and try to get some work done, all right? But I wanted to hop on and talk to my scatterbrains. I hope y'all have been doing well. I have. Life is stress-free. Life is stress-free. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.